Hello, friends. Happy Sunday. Welcome to it. As always. Hi. I hope everyone has enjoyed their weekend. I'm doing okay. It's been a rough weekend. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, thank you. Thank you so very much. Been lazing for you. That's great. Hi. Good evening. Welcome to the live, everybody. We've got a few emails to answer. Overall, with me, it's just been a typical weekend of readings. And yeah, basically it, honestly. Not much else really going on, especially after Spooky Empire a couple weeks ago now, right? It's been a couple weeks, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we've had a live since then. I've just been trying to get into I don't know, kind of a rhythm again, I guess. So, yeah, I guess classes are really the only other thing that's kind of new. Those are on the website for anyone interested in signing up. You know, spaces are limited. I don't think I'm going to be getting into Holiday Matsuri. I think I mentioned that last week. But they sent out like an email that had like limited amount of vendor spaces. And I got to the email a couple hours later. So I think I just missed them. But I also know that they jacked up their prices quite a bit this year at Hallmont. So I'm not sure how keen I am to be there anyway. So But yeah, other than that, other than, you know, just working, putting out content, doing the reads, planning classes, it's just back to the daily grind, my friends. So happy to be here. Happy to be back. Happy to be back for another live. Let's see. Oh, you watched Weapons, huh? And what did you think? Brenda, I have your email here as well. But yeah, Weapons is fun, right? Hi, Danny. Welcome. It was good, kind of predictable. Yeah, I agree. Once you figure out what it is, it's like, oh, okay. Cute, you know? So Brenda writes in, Dear Madam Adam, today I went from I can't to I did. Please consider me for a free general read. Yeah, absolutely. That's great. That's awesome. Let's see what I've got for you. Yeah, this is the beginning of something new for you, for sure. All of this is Greg says I can't a lot, but this morning I thought, why not? Yeah, very true. Why not? Yeah. So all of this is a part of the journey, it seems. You've got a 6 of Swords here, so this kind of action could be a daily thing. It could be something that we build consistency in. Um, and it's perfect for this season. It's perfect for the season of death, Scorpio season. It's perfect. The perfect representation of death and transformation and change. Excuse me. Good Lord. We just want to make sure that you don't get too overly ambitious, I guess. Four of Pentacles energy, we want to make sure that you're still being frugal about what you're giving energy, money, and time to. Yeah. I like it. I think it's representative of your journey. And the severity of the changes that you're making, you know? And the potential to kind of to be able to make major changes with this as well, you know? Let's see who else has emailed me. Thank you, Brenda, for writing in. Wanted to do classes, extra money not there, but I'm sure maybe taking them next year. Yeah. And I'm also having a Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday kind of 5-day sale coming up here. So look for that. Yeah. All right, let's see what else. Yeah, you're welcome. This one is from Leah. It says, Dear Madam, firstly, I love your readings. Thank you. They are spot on for me every week, and they always seem to be what I need to hear. Like sitting down for a coffee with a friend that who always gives it to you straight. My life has been a mess over the past year. My marriage ended. I changed jobs. I dated some people who were just wrong for me. I want love, but I don't know if I'm ready to start that journey with someone. I want to focus on myself, getting my finances in order so I can handle everything on my own and getting healthier and sexier than I've ever been in my life. I say all this, but there is someone that I've been crushing on. Can't get out of my head at all. And maybe spirits are looking out for me, but he will not talk to me. I know there is no point longing for this person. I'm not even sure what question to ask, how to move on, how to tell my heart to stop being dumb, anything really. If you feel moved to, I would appreciate your insight, but if not, just you reading this is the coffee date with a friend I need. So thank you for listening. Oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you so much, Leah. Yeah, you're welcome. Well, I mean, you've kind of said it yourself, babe. You're not even really sure if you're ready to start that journey with someone. Just because you're crushing on somebody doesn't mean you got to get married, you know? fuck around, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're allowed to go have some fun and do all that. Like, we don't have to get so severely emotionally involved, you know? That's a thought. But let's see what I've got for you. Thank you for writing in. Huh. Well, this is interesting. On one side of things, Leah, you have this 5 of Cups, right? You've got this 5 of Cups, which is about the need for you to process the grief, the losses, the ended marriage, the changed jobs, dating the wrong people. You got to take some time to process that. That's one thing. The other side of this says, hey, lighten up, have fun. Clean slate, fresh start. And this Page of Pentacles in the middle here, this is really interesting too, because it's interesting to me because it's the idea that it's that success and progress thing that I tend to say about the Chariot, but it's like the proof is in the pudding. You know, the proof is in the efforts. The trying is the succeeding. You should be able to see you should be able to see the fruits of your labor and how much further you've come than you realize if you can keep trying, you know? So I guess the best way for you to move on, if you feel that, because we've got the Fool here, we really can't ignore that. So, I mean, to me, it's keep getting out there, keep trying, and try to lighten up and have fun, you know, try to make dating fun again. And if it's not going to be fun, then what are we doing? You know, but it's clear that you do need a break to process the year that you've had. A lot of transition, and we might need some time to just kind of, you know, I don't think you're ready. I don't think you're in a position to really be looking for romance right now. But, you know, you've got crushes. Yeah, don't do the apps. Yeah, I agree. Um, but if you're going to be this healthier, sexier than you've ever been, you got to take the time to like make that happen, you know? Yeah, I agree. Apps are really shallow. I agree. 100%. Fully agree. So, Leah, darling, I hope that makes sense, resonates, or gives you something to think about. Thank you for writing in. Oh, let's see. Naomi. Dear Madam, this week was a bit better. Got the sensor on my car replaced, and it was cheaper than they thought, so that was a plus. Very nice. Mentally starting to get ready for the holiday crowd at work. Yes. Lots of hustle and bustle. Lots of first person entitlement energy. Still doing well at the new job, just sort of hoping and crossing fingers that I can get a few more hours as well. If there's time, I get a reading and mainly seeing what the cards say about what's going on. Yeah, for sure. What's up, Drew? How are you? All right, Naomi, let's see what we've got. Don't forget, my friends, to hit that thumbs up button on your way in as well. Thank you, friends. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. All right, Naomi, let's see what I've got today. All right, babe. Well, the thing to remember here is that you are still just starting out. Okay. So that doesn't mean that you can't have more hours and some advancement and everything, but you're going to have to show for it. You're going to have to fight for it. You're going to have to seven of wands your way through it. So this is still very early seed stages, right? Like we're still just starting out here. So if you want more hours, you're going to have to fight for them, stand up for them, trade with people, do what you can do, pick up other people's shit. But it seems that the most important thing right now is that you have the right support system. 6 of Cups. So, especially getting into the sentimental holidays, it's important that we think about who we surround ourselves with and why. Who are we giving emotional energy to, and do they deserve it? So, yeah. If work is okay, let's make sure that home is solid now too. I'm just drinking water. Yeah, you're welcome. Sixes seem to be up today. Yeah, interesting. Sometimes I'm so far in it that I don't catch the patterns. So I'm glad when you guys do. Oh, this is nice. A follow-up from Saint from Sunday. It says, Dear Madam Adam, I'm sorry for the delayed response, but I wanted to make sure I thanked you for the reading on Sunday. Yes, the major arcana follow me around and are with every reading. The star, the tower, the lovers, along with the sun, death, and the devil are the six spirit has for me in readings. You were spot on and said the words I needed to hear. The choice has been made. The outcome was just as you said. The reason the tower and the star were out of order, oh, I do remember this, is because if I did not do what I need to do, my path to the star would have been destroyed by the tower. Period. But this new rebirth from the wreckage, I know I can become the star. Anyway, thank you for your reading. Thank you for everything. Just know there is one person on the internet that genuinely appreciates all that you do. Wishing you many blessings and positive energy, Saint. Thank you, Saint. Very, very kind of you. Period. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Kim. Always great to see you. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. All right, this one's nice. This one is from Heidi. It says, "Hey, I just saw your podcast thing, so I'm emailing you." They must have seen my post about Sundays. I fucking think you're fantastic. I'll join your shows when I can. I also do cards, and I'm an herbalist. So, anyways, here's my email. I'm Heidi Jane on Facebook. How's it going? Awesome. Well, hi Heidi. Thank you for writing in. Very nice of you. Yeah, I hope that you can watch the live and see this read go down for you. Just gonna pull something general. We'll see what comes up. All right. Well, Heidi Jane, you might be a little too close to some things to see them clearly right now. It's time that we kind of zoom out and embrace the larger point of view. We need to see the bigger perspective from things or on things right now. You are in your own way more than anything. We got devil energy. The only person in your way is you. It's time to look in the mirror and think about how you can get out of your own way. And then the Wheel of Fortune is right there for you. So you've kind of got the next month and a half, you know, it's already the 15th, right? It's what, right? What's today? Oh, the 16th, actually. Yeah. So we're already halfway through the month of November. Goddamn. So you've got like a month and a half to kind of figure out how you can get out of your own way, see the big picture, look at things from a greater perspective here. So that you can spin that wheel in the new year, you know? And I feel like this goes for a lot of us as well, not just Heidi here, but I think a lot of us can resonate with that we've got um we've got limited time, you know, to we've got limited time to figure out the best way to get out of our own way. You know, next year is that Wheel of Fortune. Let's not squander. Thank you for writing in, Heidi. I appreciate that. Let's see who else I have here. Anna. Anna writes, "Hi, Madam Adam. I love your YouTube channel. I'd like to be considered for a reading. My question is, or its direction I'm looking for is career related." So thank you, Anna. Absolutely. Let's look at some career things. Anna and your career, my friend. All right. I don't know how much spirituality and your career intertwine at all. Like if you, I'm not saying you necessarily do spiritual things for a living, but if you like, I don't know, have little talismans at your desk or something, or, you know, you keep crystals in your drawer or whatever. More of that. So, Anna, darling, when it comes to your career, you're on your hermit journey right now, like we all are. We're all learning some rough lessons. We're all trying to find our path through the darkness and figure out what we want. Do we even still want the same things, or has that altered or changed this year? And Two of Cups energy as well. We should be able to take the things that we've learned this year and communicate them confidently with vulnerability. You have to be willing to ask for what you know you deserve. So, look for signs, you know, the Hierophant. look for signs, look for synchronicities, look for messages from spirit in relation to what am I trying to say here? Apply your spirituality to your work, you know? Don't separate the two. So again, there are things that you should have learned about yourself and your career this year. And if you want what you want, you have to be able to communicate those needs, those desires vulnerably, and apply some spiritual energy to your career. Yeah. Let's see. What else? I think that's, hang on. Back to the top, back to the top. Oh, I got a new one. Okay. Dre, rather. Sorry. Dre writes, this past week has been a roller coaster of emotions and self-reflection. My engagement to my fiance ended a week ago, and we have been off and on for 5 years. He calls me his red kryptonite, which I don't really understand. He has since started moving his stuff out of the house, and that we have shared with his friend that he's been taking care of for years, and joked about being his replacement and into a house full of drama and conflict. Since then, I have taken the steps I felt I've needed to do for a while, like seeking psychological help with my issues and using apps to initiate the process. But I'm torn into staying and taking on that responsibility and hoping he comes back or moving back home and just needing words of wisdom. Thank you, Dre. Yeah. So, wow. Red kryptonite. That's so funny. Red is weird. I mean, kryptonite I get, but like red kryptonite? Okay. All right, nerd. So you've taken some steps. You've sought out some help, but you're torn between staying and hoping he comes back or moving back home and just needing words of wisdom. So yeah, we don't need to keep doing this, you know? Yeah, you don't need to stay in hope. That's just not healthy. Like, especially if you know that you've got your own issues and things that you need to work through, like, you know? I mean, you said it's a house of drama and conflict, so who wants that? You know? There's like bad spats and shit, and then there's like moving your stuff out of the house. Like that's extreme, you know? He loves the entertainment. So like what? He like loves the drama. You mean? Yeah. I mean, before I met my husband, I was engaged 1, 2, 3 times, I think. Maybe 4. I don't know if the 4th guy actually proposed to me, but we moved in together and we moved away together for a little while. That went bad really fast. But yeah, I was engaged 3 times before I met my husband. And he gets bored at home. Well, you're not his entertainment, baby. Some people confuse drama with happiness. You know? All of my engagement relationships before I met my husband were really, really fucking toxic and all very high drama and high conflict. And I was like, this shouldn't be this hard, you know? And I didn't realize that they were all just very immature people that were not able to give me what I was looking for. So... all right, let's see what I've got. Well, for one thing, you got to stop listening to so many fucking people. 5 of Wands energy. There can be too many cooks in the kitchen, too many voices, too many opinions. It can be that there's too much noise up here. It can be that there's too much noise out there, that you're taking on too much advice from other people, you know, and even though people may have your best interests or they may have your best intentions at heart, they can still, you know, be damaging and hurtful, and even though they might not realize it. So, babe, you got to remember who you are. Emperor energy. You got to remember who you are and what is best for you. What's it going to take for you to get what you want for you? You know, what are the sacrifices that need to be made? Do you need to leave this? Do you need to go back home so that you can reset and kind of, you know, think about you and your life, you know? So either way, I think it's best that you go home where the support is. But whether you go home or you stick around and hope for better things, which I think is a bad idea, you have to communicate honestly. 2 of Cups. So if you want to stick around and hope that he comes back, you have to give them an ultimatum and say, hey, like, we can try this again. I mean, I was stupid once too and gave exes a lot of chances. I'm not saying you're stupid necessarily, but giving too many chances is a sign of, a lot of ignorance in some people in like relationships. So, or over, what's the word I'm looking for? Codependent. So either way, if you want to stick around and be like, hey, let's give this another try, let's clean slate, let's try this again, that has to be vulnerable and honest communication, right? If you're going to leave and tell your aunt or whoever, like, hey, I'm coming back home, I need a place to stay, that also needs to be honest and vulnerable conversation. So either way, it's time for you to open up and reach out to people that need to hear how you feel. Remember who the fuck you are and think about what is best for you. I think you need to get out of that. Yeah, you're welcome. All right, I got about 10 more minutes. Okay, Susie. Suze writes, Dear Madam, I love your channel. I usually watch you Monday for Mass. Very nice. I wanted to pop in on a Sunday to see if I could get some input on my career journey. I've been thinking of leaving my job for almost 2.5 years now, but there's always an excuse why I can't. Accommodation for my mom's duties, and recently they have been accommodating my schedule, requests to do musical theater. I've been waiting for a sign or something to let me know that it's the right time or place to transition to, but I can't seem to find where I'm going. Starting to feel like the veiled lady could use some tough love. Thank you for your time. So blessed to be able to witness you in your craft. Thank you, Suze. I appreciate that. Let's see. Okay, so you've been thinking about leaving for a minute. And you feel like these accommodations kind of keep you there, Interesting. Well, you're not to do anything rash. That's for sure. That's so funny. That's so sneaky. You're not to do anything rash. You need to sleep on it before you make any big decisions. You need rest. But it's clear here with this Four of Cups that you've got a little woe is me. You got a little down on yourself. You got a little withdrawn, a little pulled back from the job, You kind of just clock in, do the job, and clock out. And that's fine. Like, that can totally be the thing. But like you just said, it's not your passion, so you want to do something that matters or something else. So this is the sneaky bit, but it's giving Queen of Wands energy, babe. Like, you just got to make your moves in silence. Don't let anybody know what you're doing and just start quietly putting some feelers out there. You're protected. You're being looked after at this time. No one's paying attention to you. You don't owe them anything for the accommodations. I mean, that's the least they can do. You don't owe them, Suze. You really don't. That's how they get you. And it's fucking working, you know? Do you know how many people stay at Disney because they're waiting for that seasonal free ticket to drop so they can get friends and family into the park with them, you know? Don't stick around for the free park ticket. It's not worth it. I'll pull a couple more for you. They made a joke that I should move my show so they could launch their new phase, and it ended up being delayed anyway. Yeah, hard pass. Hard pass. Seven of Swords energy for you as well, my friend. This is all deceptive. It's all mind games. It's all deception to try to keep you, you know? So if you're going to be honest with yourself, kind to yourself, is it time to go or not? Things to think about. All right, let's see. Yeah, you're welcome. I've got a couple more minutes. Let's check the text messages. Please remember, friends, if I miss your emails, it's not personal. I'm just got to make the most of the time I've got. All right, I've got a couple texts here. This one is from a 706 number from Courtney. It says, "Hey, Madam, I hope you're having a good week. I saw my oncologist surgeon last week. He said that my original ablation for kidney cancer didn't take, and I'll need to get it either cut out or due to location, they might have to take the entire kidney. This is because it's right beside two main vessels. This is the left kidney and has CCRCC, okay? Ablation was in April 2024. I thought and hoped it was gone and that they were reading CT scans right. However, since January 2025, I've been so very sick, extremely sick. In July, they figured out lupus. And in the end of September, they found cancer again. The surgeon is worried about my lupus, and if he has to take the kidney, he's concerned it may not help me. I told him I definitely want it cut out, but I'm looking for the right answer. He said it'd be a miracle if it actually helps my symptoms. Yeah, Courtney, I can't help you, babe. My name is Courtney, and I appreciate watching you, and I feel your things sound meant to help me and others. Well, I'm glad you feel that way. Thank you. Unfortunately, though, yeah. This is not the kind of thing you read tarot about. This is the kind of thing that you talk to a doctor about. So I would listen to the medical professionals on this. That's a boundary, you know. I understand, but he said it's my decision. Yeah, I understand. So it is your decision. But he says he's concerned it may not help you. So yeah, second opinions are always a really good idea. I don't know. I mean, there's no tarot cards that have anything to do with that per se, but I pulled a card for you anyway, and it's the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is about rekindling the passion in your life. And I mean, ultimately, that's the goal here, right? That's the goal, is to kind of get to feeling back to normal and get to feeling healthier here. So I can't really help. Unfortunately, I'm not a medical professional. I don't know anything about this. I'm not even sure I understand half of what you're talking about, unfortunately, to be very honest with you. But surgeon is worried about my lupus, and if he has to take the kidney, he's concerned it may not help me. And told him I definitely want it cut out, but looking for the right answer. Yeah, so I don't know. You gotta do whatever is going to help you get your spark back. Yeah, you're depressed and not your normal self. I fully feel that. So your card is optimistic. You know, you'll make the right decision for you. It's going to be a healing process though as well. 5 of Pentacles. You have to take that into consideration, the healing process. And a second opinion is great, but not a third opinion, fourth opinion, fifth opinion. We don't want too many voices involved in this. So that's what I can tell you. And I hope that that is something, you know, at the very least. Courtney, I think you know what's best for you, babe. I think you should trust that. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me. I'm on your side. I agree. Yeah. I don't blame you, babe. I appreciate you. All right. I've got time for maybe one more. One more from the text messages here. Jane, Agnes Snow. My mail didn't make it again. Karen, don't cry about it. I can't prioritize people every week, babe. I get different emails from different people. Come on now. All right. Agnes Snow. or Jane. Whole life is a mess right now. Pull some cards. Let's do it. Hey, girl. All right. Yeah, you got a little withdrawn. You got a little pulled back on things, it seems. It's really simple, honestly. It's really just about you taking the time to acknowledge what's going on and feeling it as you go, and going back to the basics. It's really about you going back to the basics and simplifying things. So you've got 4 of Cups energy, which is very woe is me, feeling kind of down on yourself and stuff like that. Things just got too heavy and we got a little removed from things, So King of Cups energy is present. So it's important that you are as kind to yourself as possible. All you owe anybody is truth and kindness, but that has to begin with you being honest and kind with yourself first. So 4 of Wands energy for you as well. It's time to focus on your home again. Go back home. Focus on your home. Focus on the shit that you, the priorities that you already have, the commitments that you already invested in. Focus on that shit first. If you need to make any changes or want to achieve any changes, they need to start at home. They need to begin where you lay your head. You need to start in, before you make any changes out there, you need to make changes in here first, right? So bottom line, Agnes, be a bit more compassionate to yourself during this time. Go back, make things simpler. Focus on your home and where you're at. And that 4 of Cups, man, it's time to get the fuck up. It's time to get up, do something about it, make it happen. Think about the responsibilities attached to your goals. What's it going to take to get what you want? All right. Yes, doing your best is all we can ask, my love. I have the same daily plan every day. Get up, take care of myself, do what I can. The same plan every day. All right. Well, that was a lovely hour. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me as always. It's been a pleasure. Don't forget that tomorrow is Monday Night Mass. Our marathon 3-hour live. And classes are on the website right now. Private sessions, cameos, everything is at dearmadamadam.com. Okay? Thank you guys so much. It's been a pleasure as always. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Look out for the new teacher links that will be on my Instagram story tonight or tomorrow. And Thank y'all so much. Have a great evening. Thank you for flying Star Tours. Bye-bye.